It's time to learn some new lit terms. It's not that hard if you just give it a turn. We'll start out slow, and then you'll know exactly what it takes to put on a show. Everyone else in the class can learn it. Everyone else plus you. First there's consonants, assonants, and similes, alliteration and rhyme scheme and irony, and then there's metaphor, conflict, hyperbole, repetition. These terms have just begun. If you say you need a nap at noon, alliteration is the term that's being used. The triple N sound in there should be your first clue. The alliteration is the term that's being used. Repetition was used too. Now consonants. It sounds like this. We miss the bliss that we used to get as kids. The S sound is at the end. That is the consonant that's being used again. Assonant is almost the same, except this vowel sounds like shame, blame, and fame. First there's consonants, assonants, and similes, alliteration and rhyme scheme and irony, and then there's metaphor, conflict, hyperbole, repetition. These the terms have just begun. The next term we have is simile. For these you use like or as, that's the way to be. Don't get confused with metaphor used directly, just like she is a tree, or her eyes look like the sea. First metaphor, the second was a simile. Now we have hyperbole. This is an exaggeration of a story, saying the sun was so hot it could melt me. That's an example of hyperbole. Each time we restate the terms in the chorus, it's repetition, so it's not less torturous. Hopefully you enjoy lit terms because of this. Don't give up. Man versus man and versus nature and sometimes himself, or man versus the unknown can work just as well. These are the conflicts that are used in story tales. Now comes irony. Don't worry, we will teach all three. Verbal says one thing but different. The reader knows what the character doesn't. That's dramatic irony, quite different situation. No list, not expecting what comes next. A, B, here's an example of rhyme scheme. Now